We getting paid, we getting paid, we getting paid, huh? Stacking that money from the trades, huh? I really do this, I really do this, I really trade, bro. Hit the markets for $1 million, then I'm laying low. Like a pro, yeah, I'm trading like a pro. Like a pro, taking profit like a pro.
Like a pro, time to let them know. Bank on the phone, no, I don't need a loan, cause I'm trading like a pro.
We getting paid, we getting paid, we getting paid, huh? Stacking that money from the trades, huh?
We getting paid, we getting paid, we getting paid, stacking that money, I'ma teach you how to trade like
I'ma teach you how to trade, set and forget it. Baby, go handle your business, get off the charts, why you be tripping? Maybe you would get paid if you came, sat and listen. But they be on my page, still broke and be dissing. I don't get it, I got a bank to break. You already know, I went to London, now it's time to hit up Tokyo. Or maybe fly to Mexico, that peso it be hitting. When I find a higher low, that Fibonacci got me litty. Now I'm back up in the city, yeah, teaching you the game. I lace the people up, get the bag, not the fame. Yeah, they say I chase the fortune, I just pray to double portion. Better put your time in, back test it, that's important. When they see you making money, they hate and try to extort you. Scammers be in the group, get it too, watch me poach them. Acting like they be me on IG, I don't know them. And they can't tear down my name, cause I really changed the game. Whoa. Like a pro, yeah, I'm trading like a pro. Like a pro, taking profit like a pro.
Like a pro, time to let them know. Bank on the phone, no, I don't need a loan, cause I'm trading like a pro.
We getting paid, we getting paid, we getting paid, huh? Stacking that money from the trades, huh?
We getting paid, we getting paid, we getting paid, stacking that money, I'ma teach you how to trade
like a pro, yeah, I'm trading like a pro. Like a pro, taking profit like a pro.
Like a pro, time to let them know. Bank on the phone, no, I don't need a loan, cause I'm trading like a pro.
We getting paid, we getting paid, we getting paid, huh? Stacking that money from the trades, huh?
We getting paid, we getting paid, we getting paid, stacking that money, I'ma teach you how to trade like a pro.
What's up, team? Let me know who up on here with me, who live with me. Where y'all from? Where y'all from? What's going on? It's good to be back. Your boy was sick for a minute. I was sick, man. I had ended up getting a stomach flu. Can you believe that? So I ended up getting a stomach flu real bad. When you get a seafood stomach flu, it's the worst. It's the worst. So mic check. Can y'all hear me? Yeah, I ended up getting a seafood stomach flu, man. I mean, that boy was right here, just hurting, just painful. So I couldn't go live last week. That was the reason why I couldn't go live, man. I couldn't even think straight. I was just trying to get well, for real. But other than that, how y'all doing? See, Forex Mafia, what's up? Trend lines, laugh a lot. I hate them, but want to actually use it. So Forex Mafia said he hate trend lines. You know I got you. That's one of my favorites. Oh man, he said he had the guts for. Bro, look, man. I think that that stomach flu stuck with me for a minute, because I felt better. But one thing I know for sure was that I was extremely dehydrated for days on days after I got better. No matter what I did, I just could not get rehydrated. I mean, I'm drinking 2 liters. Still, it's still yellow. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I finally get hydrated, right? It took me like 4 days to get hydrated. And then I'm on the golf course, and while all of a sudden, man, I'm looking for a bathroom. I'm like, oh my God. I'm on a par 5, just holding my stomach. Man, crazy. But your boy feeling better now. I don't feel all the way 100%. I feel about 90% better. I don't feel 100%. I still feel dehydrated. For some reason, somebody told me, Like somebody told me to drink some pickle juice. Because like when I be out there golfing and stuff, like I be getting cramps and stuff. Cause I just be so dehydrated. And I'm drinking electrolytes, but it's like I can't catch up. So what do y'all think? Y'all think the pickle juice help? They said something about that vinegar and I guess whatever salt, something like that helps out with the cramps. I don't know. Coconut water for sure. Coconut water for sure. But it's so expensive. But I probably should get a case of it. I probably should get a case of that that coconut water that's in that little carton bottle. Yeah, it's like coconut water in that little carton bottle. It's about this big. Probably just go ahead and get a case of it and just down that until it's gone. Then I should be good, right? Drewski said cucumber and lemon water. Hot bath and thorough flu. Yeah, Goya coconut water. That's what I'm talking about. What if I get a case? No, Vita Coco. Vita Coco is what I was thinking of. Driven by eternity. What's going on? Yeah, I was thinking about Vita Coco. Get like a 24 pack of that and just drink it one after another until I'm just like super hydrated. J Bird 1986. What's up? All right, y'all. Let me pull up the chat on the phone. Hey, my I ain't even look at your picture, bro. I said, so your name on YouTube is Driven by Eternity. But now that I see your picture, of course, man. Jovan, what's up, bro? It's been a minute, bro. It's been a minute. How you been doing, bro? You still been trading or what? How your trading going? How's your trading going, bro? Lion Nation said, what made you want to teach the people how to trade? Let me see. Where's my iPhone charger at? Where's my iPhone charger at? Where's stuff when you need it? You can't find nothing when you need it. You can't find nothing when you need it when you got kids. When you got 5-year-old twins running around the house, ain't nothing where you put it. It ain't never where you put it. Never. The heck is that? It ain't never where you put it. Now my phone about to die. Man, bro, where's my iPhone charger at? Hey team, are we back? I think I lost connection. Let me see. Can y'all hear me? Mic check, mic check, mic check. Let me know if we back, baby. Let me know if we back. Come on, please come back. Please come back. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Mic check, mic check. We back, we back. Let's go. My bad, y'all. All right. So yeah, my fault. Forgive me for that. So what actually helped me to want to teach. All right. So okay, let me see. Let me get my thoughts together. Okay. So when I first started into this forex industry, I was not trying to teach anybody anything. I was just trying to learn it for myself. I was trying to just get out of poverty. You feel me? Y'all know my story. So, but then what's crazy is that the group I was in, I was like getting it faster than most of them. It was like 1,000 of us in the little Telegram group chat. And I was getting the information way faster than they were. Like, I was excelling past these people that have been already doing it for 2 years. I'm in this boy for 3 months, 4 months, and I'm just like getting this stuff boom, boom, boom. I don't know if I wanted it more, if I had to learn it because of the situation I was in. I don't know what it was, but that's how it was. So then I started trying to help those people in that group because they were struggling with simple stuff. But I didn't want to overstep my boundaries. But the leaders of that group was like, yeah, go ahead and help them. You know, that's your calling. That's what he told me. He was like, yeah, this your calling. Go ahead and do what you got to do. Help them. Maybe it was because he ain't got time to help them, but he also saw that was a passion of mine. So it was a win-win for everybody. So I started helping those people. And then but see, the thing is, when I was in high school and I'm sitting in the back of the class, I'm like, man, these teachers suck. I was like, man, if I was smart enough to graduate college and be a teacher, I would probably be the best teacher there is. That's how I felt. Whether that's the truth, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But that's how I feel. I'd be like, man, I'd be one of the best teachers ever. But I'm just not smart enough to graduate college. All that stuff, man. So, but I think teaching was just always a passion of mine because I like to see people win. You know what I'm saying? My cousins, my nieces, my nephews, whenever I get around them, I'm always teaching them something. Like I was just teaching old boy a little bit on the hooping. You know what I'm saying? I was pushing him to be a better ball player, my cousin. So it's just a passion of mine. And so now that I'm really knowledgeable in forex, that's what I'm teaching. So that's just how it panned out. Hey, I might can fix the delay, but I gotta end the stream. So can you endure the delay, or do you want me to end the stream and restart it? Do y'all want me to end the stream and restart it to fix the delay? Let me know. Or do you want to just continue? Lion Nation say word because you do a great job teaching, and I just wanted to know what made you get into teaching. Thank you for sharing your wisdom and knowledge to help us get financial freedom. Keep going. Yeah, absolutely, man. And then also I noticed that real quick. I noticed that when I first started back in 2017, it was not like people where I'm from the hood, from the streets, from the urban areas. You see what I'm saying? We didn't know nothing about trading. All them times that I was running the streets, trying to sell drugs, breaking in houses, just doing everything hot boy that you can think of in the streets. Not once did I hear about, man, I know you can flip this money doing stocks. You can flip this money doing this. You can flip this money doing that. Like, nobody ever said that. Not even any of my older cousins. Not any of my older uncles. Maybe the only thing I heard of was real estate. I had one uncle that pretty much bought all the homes in Saginaw, Michigan. But he ain't really teach us nothing. He gatekeep that to himself, and now he's dead. You know what I'm saying? So it's just that I'm like, man, my community that I grew up in don't know nothing about trading. So I'm about to help them. Cause that's just where I'm from. Like, I'm gonna help everybody, but I'm definitely gonna help my community. Because I don't want to see that no more. You know what I'm saying? For the people that want a way out, the people that want an opportunity, you got one. So that's what gave me the motivation. And look, I'm telling you, maybe not this year, but next year, I'm telling you, I almost can guarantee you, with the help of the Lord, next year, you're going to see some of my people. You're going to see some of my people where I'm from pop up on the scene, hop on my lives, be in my videos, because I'm about to go. It's time to actually go to the trenches, go back to the trenches and help the people that want to come out. It's people that don't want to come out. It's people that just want to stay shooting, killing folks out there. It's people that just want to stay doing that. But it's a handful of them that want to come out. And I'm about to go help them come out. So you're going to see it. You're going to start seeing those people. Look, some of them going to look grimy. Some of them going to look like thugged out. Some of them going to look mature and older. Some of them going to look like game bangers. Some of them going to look like they got tattoos on their face. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you now. Some of the women going to look ghetto. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. Some of them going to look ghetto. They going to talk ghetto. Some of them going to have gold grills in their mouth. All of that. So I'm telling you now. So those people are going to be popping up on my channel, and that's my people. That's where I grew up. You know what I'm saying? God just changed me up, cleaned me up, but some people still got that, you know, that vibe or whatever. But I look past all that. All right, so my man's Jovan, he said ex gangbanger here. Already know, bro. Man, hey, look, Jovan, bro, we did not properly do what we were supposed to do right, bro. Like I don't know if it's I feel like both of us, what's it? So I'm talking about Jovan, but his name on here is Driven by Eternity. But I feel like we dropped the ball, bro. Like I can't put it all on me. I definitely can't put it all on you, but we dropped the ball, bro. And we lived in Detroit, Michigan. We was right around the corner from each other, bro. We're like, what was we doing, bro? Like, how did we drop the ball that bad? Like, how was you not, like, you're not in any of my videos. Like, we didn't do nothing, bro. We didn't do nothing. If you think about it, we didn't really do nothing. We didn't do nothing, bro. I know you had a lot of stuff going on. You had a lot of stuff going on, which I ain't gonna even talk about. You had the kid. Then I remember I had my twins. So yeah, we had bro. Yeah, I couldn't even think straight, bro. I couldn't even think straight, bro. When I had them twins, bro, I couldn't even think straight, bro. Everything was just like scramble. Just maintain what I got going on. Just maintain. Nothing is excelling. I'm just trying to maintain and hold on for dear life. But bro, like, we need to sit down and do a live together. Like how I'm right now doing a live, bro. Like, you can get on the live as well, and we can like chop it up or something, bro. Like, let's do like a series of just me and you on live or something. You can share your testimony, share whatever knowledge you got. Let's just talk and give back to the people. Like, let me know what you think about that. If you come to Dallas, that's cool, but you ain't gotta come here, bro. We can do it over the internet, bro. But that's crazy. Like, we never really got it done properly, bro. Like, we were supposed to do it, bro. Let me see. So Lion Nation, laugh out loud. My boy was about that life, for changing your life around. But if you can learn to sell drugs, take that energy mindset to forex, you can flip a pip. Absolutely. Absolutely, Lion Nation. For sure, for sure. For sure, you ain't lying. All right, team. So check this out. Let me share my chart right quick. Let me head to the charts. So I got this GBPUSD marked up. Now, I sent out this trade setup in my Discord. If you're not in the Discord, like, you need to get there ASAP. Hey, Jovan, my number is still the same, bro. Let me reach out to you. I'm gonna reach out to you. I'm gonna reach out to you like this week. So yeah, so this is GU. Now I've been very patient with this pair. Very patient. You already got this double bottom happening. All right. So let me see something. If you go, let me see. If you go up here, you go down, then you make a lower high, but you don't make a lower low, then you have a Gartley. Okay, so now if you go down, then you do a Fibonacci 618 pullback, and then you don't make, and then you kind of make a higher low. Okay, that's a higher low. So then that's a bearish one right there. So I was trying to see, does this play out like that, but it doesn't. It's not a Gartley. I thought that this was a Gartley, but it made a lower low right here. Yeah. So once that made a lower low, it was invalid. So since that's the case, and we already made a higher high beyond this point, I was looking for buys, y'all. So, and look at the MACD crossing up. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. It's not really crossing up yet on the 4-hour chart, but I'm kind of liking these wicks right here. That's that double bottom that you see on the 1-hour chart. That's that double bottom right there. All right, so I was looking at taking a buy. Something like that. Shoot, I'm thinking, right, where is that right now? Yeah, so that's kind of like what I'm looking at, y'all. So we'll see how this play out. I sent this out to the team already, so that's good. And yeah, so this is something to mark up. Now check this out. Hey, we got Robert in the building. What's up, Robert, bro? How you been doing? Hey, how's that injury going, bro? You healing all right? How you been healing, bro? Now because you got this 50 moving average sitting right here, and this is a strong area right here, that's why you ain't getting that. You getting that sandwich type movement. All right, praise God for that, bro. I'm glad you healing up. Yeah, so yeah, this is a nice little strong area right here. But the 50 right here, so you're gonna get this little consolidation that you're seeing right here. It's gonna bust out one way or another. It's either gonna pull back a little lower or it's gonna bust through here. All right. Now look at this. Play this back though, right? Because this is now, right? But like you could catch a move on the double bottom. Okay, hold on. Let me re-explain that. Let me re-explain that. All right. So you see the double bottom right here. Okay, you see that double bottom. You never know it's a double bottom like right away. You never know right away. Like, okay, right here, you don't know that that's about to be a double bottom, right? Let me make sure I make this bigger for you. All right, so right here, it looks like it's making a lower low. Okay, you can't do anything with this yet. Now it looks like it's holding. This is where patience have to take place. You need a lot of patience. Now you probably might think, okay, take a sell here because it made a lower low and it looked like it's pulling back with that green candle. And if you was to take a sell there, I wouldn't be too mad at you. But the thing is, you got to look back in the past and see if that's a valid area to take a sell from. Or was this a fake out area in the past? That's what you got to look at. All right, that's what I would tell you. When it falls hard like this and then it starts angling down like this, you got to just make sure way back. It don't matter if you can go 2 months. You can go 3 months. Like whatever you need to go, you need to make sure that this area is not a liquidity sweep type area. A fake out area, to keep it simple. All right, that it needs to break like some structure and hold for you to take that sell. All right. Now, what I would tell you is this. You could get ready. What I mean by that is you can get ready for the buy. You can be ready just in case it happens. Remember, I don't want you guys to have a bias. I want you to be ready either way. All right. So let's say you check for the sales and you know that's a liquidity sweep area, right? So you're like, all right, I'm going to be patient. So then you're going to get ready for the buys. How do you take a buy from here? How would you take a buy from here? Because I wouldn't just take a buy right here. What would y'all do? I'm looking at the comments as I'm on the charts. Like, where would you take a buy at? Well, how would you take a buy from here? I'm just gonna let you think about that real quick as you look at this piece. How would you take a buy? When would be the right time to do it? Jay Bird said lower highs and lower lows are getting closer together. Showing seller exhaustion. All right. That's the type of mindset you got to have, Jay Bird. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, let me see. Okay. So what I would do is I will pull out my favorite tool. One of my favorite tools is the Fibonacci. Lion Nation said, wait till the next candlestick. That's not enough. I mean, definitely you got to wait for the next candlestick, but it's not enough. That's not enough information. You know what I'm saying? Like, that wouldn't be enough information. Unless it was a huge candle that just opened up next. Let's shoot the next candle out. Right there. So now that's an indecision candle. So Lion Nation, would you take a buy now? He said, wait for the next candlestick. it shot you an indecision. What would you do? Gary Patton said break of structure. Shout out to Gary Patton. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now you own to something. Break of structure. David Gray said sell. He just gonna sell. David Gray, I definitely would not sell. I mean, I see what you mean. I see why you want to sell. I see why you want to sell. But we had already determined that this was a liquidity sweep area. So we're not going to sell that. Lion Nation said yes because I seen that the seller lost pressure. That's the stuff that you got. That's how you have to think about this. All right, but let me tell you this. I like when somebody said Gary Patton said break of structure. Now let me show you what I would do. I would use that Fibonacci. Hold on, let me put it the right way. Let me see. Nope, wrong way. All right. So, do you see how I just moved that Fibonacci? Let me do that again. I think I did it too fast. What I did was I moved it from this low point up to this high point. It's the previous low point to the high point. I moved it from here. I put the Fibonacci from point 1 to right here, point number 2. Why did I do it like that? Because let me just put it on the chart so I can explain it. Because there's something special about that red line that's on my chart. That's on my Fibonacci. See that red line? If I drag it out for you, that's the 786. If price is going to fake out on the sell, if price is going to drop down, make a lower low like it did, okay, right here, this red candle, it made a lower low. Made a lower low from what? From this area right here. This made a lower low. And and it looked like it's giving you wicks like this. When price, and that's important to see candlesticks like this, those rejections, right? When price break above that 786, that's your best bet to go for a buy right there. If you can't get in right there because you scared or you second guessing yourself, then the next one is going to be the golden zone. I'm giving you game. I'm telling you how to pick it apart. All right. Now I will forewarn you. To be able to catch it when price break that 786 is going to be more of your skilled traders. Because there's a lot of things that you have to process to be able to confidently pull that off. You're going to have to understand candlestick patterns. You're going to have to understand price action. You're going to have to understand fake outs. You're going to have to understand stuff like that at key areas, fake outs at key areas. So to be able to pull that off, you're going to have to understand that. All right. Now, if you don't understand that, then your best bet is to wait for the golden zone break. All right. So I literally just gave you the game of how you would trade double bottoms, because you never really know until it's already developed. I'm trying to give you the rules on how to anticipate it. I literally just gave you the rules on that. All right? Because you know how it be. You wake up and like, oh, that was a double bottom the whole time. But you got signs. You had signs that it was the double bottom. You just didn't know what to look for. You didn't have no rules behind it. So I just showed you the rules. All right, let's see what it does around the golden zone. All right, 30-minute chart is your entry time frame. What's up, Zion? Shout out to Zion for his question. Let me help him out in a second. 30-minute chart is going to be your time frame really for your break and retest. That's what I use that time frame for. And matter of fact, I got to talk to y'all about something about time frames. I'm glad that I said that. Please don't let me forget that, team. It's something very important that I got to tell y'all about time frames. All right. So there you go. So you can understand how the skilled traders got in down here and the rules behind it. And some of them was able to hold it all the way through. Now, you can be a skilled trader, but don't want to hold it. That the fact that you scalp, get in and get out does not mean you're less of a skilled trader. Like, you can do it if you really wanted to, but the fact is you don't want to be in a trade that long. You don't want to be in the market that long. You're not stressed about it. You're not pressed about it. You understand that I'm patient and skillful, that I know my spots in the market. And I like to get in and get out. That's me, for an example. Sometimes I'll hold it and sometimes I won't. But it don't make me less of a skilled trader. It's just that I enjoy getting in and getting out and having my mind cleared for the rest of the day for the other things I got going on. Because as long as you're in the trade, you have to monitor it. You have to move that stop loss. You have to trail that stop loss. I don't got time to be analyzing a currency pair all day long when I'm out trying to do other things. That's tiring to me. Like, my mind is just in 5 different ways all day long. I don't want to be trading the whole day. So, all right. So there you go. So the skilled traders got in down here, held it if they wanted to, and then you got the people that wasn't more confident down here, they just waited for the golden zone retest and break. So there you go. So that's how you can trade those double bottoms. All right. So we'll just put a pin on that. All right. Now, price. Now, somebody said, I mean, why didn't you use the fib on the red candles? Okay, so let's go back and rewind that. So Zion is saying, why didn't you put the fib on the red candles? So what red candles are you referring to? Are you referring to these red candles? Or are you referring to these red candles? All right, so that's going to be number 1 and number 2. Which set of red candles are you referring to? Number 1 or number 2, Zion? Number 2. All right. All right. The reason why is because this leg, this is the leg that has the structure. Like, this is the structure that you're trying to get it from. Okay, let's put it on this leg. All right. So if I put it on this leg, and that's a great question. That's a valid question. If I put it on this set of red candles, do you see how the red line is way up here now? You see what I'm saying? That's the first thing. There's two problems with that. Jay Bird said he was wondering that as well. All right. Do you see how my red line, remember I told you that red line is the last line of defense. That's what that 786 is, bars. That 786 is the last line of defense. Okay? So if I'm trying to catch a buy, why would I want my last line of defense, that 786, way up here? But I think the break of the 23.6 break validates the fib. And that's the second problem. That's the second problem. Because I don't want to put it from, you can do that. You can put it from this high point to this low point, but it's not valid. Like you said, it's not valid until it breaks to 23.6. All right. So let's just experiment, right? Because it's many ways to do this. I'm just showing you my way. But let's experiment, Zion. Let's go from this low point to this high point. Do you see how the 23.6 is at a different spot than the 786? I hope y'all can see this. The 23.6 is the green line. This is the 23.6, that green line. The 786 is this red line. The red line is higher than that 23.6. So Zion said maybe taking it at the 23.6. No, you don't want to take it at the 23.6 because that is an aggressive entry. Somebody said the 786 is a conservative entry. That's the point. That's the point. Because if it comes that high, if it comes up that high to break the 786, which I'm about to circle right now, right here, if price comes up that high, then that means that you must got enough information to understand that it faked out to the downside. You had time to analyze that. That's the way that I trade. Y'all basically cracking the code on how I trade. I'm very conservative in my entry. I'm very aggressive with my lot size. Nah, not too aggressive, but I am aggressive, but not like too crazy. But I'm more aggressive with the lot size, but I'm conservative with my entries. So did y'all catch that? Are we on the same page or did I go too fast? $23.6 haven't even broke above prior support yet for me to take a buy just off them candles. Absolutely. Price has to close above this 23.6, yes, for this golden zone to be validated. Yes. Absolutely. But the problem is, I'm trying to teach y'all how to trade the double bottoms. Look at this. Double bottoms are like this. That's a double bottom, right? I want you guys to figure out and learn how to get in down here. instead of waiting for the neckline. Like how they teach in the books and inverted head and shoulders and head and shoulders. They want y'all getting in at the neckline. I'm telling you, there's a better way. They don't tell you how to get in at the right shoulder and the left shoulder. I ain't seen a book teach that yet. I'm trying to help you learn how to get in safely as the double bottom is developing, not when it's already done. You get what I'm saying? So that's why you have to use the prior move to get that 786. So now when price, and it's like it's at a sweet spot. The Fibonacci, the way I have my Fibonacci set is just so beautiful. It's just a work of art. Hey, look, it ain't 100%, but it's like 80%. Like, y'all see this thing be winning constantly. Like, every time I'm on here, I'm showing y'all like this stuff is winning. All right, so let me delete this one. So now we got the 786 right here. So now you have a little bit more time to see what price is going to do through here. See, you don't have to take a buy as soon as it break above the 786. That's half the piece of the puzzle. You want price to show you that it faked out down here below the 786. So then when it comes above it, you got everything coming together now. You got price faked out to the downside. It looked like it made a lower low. Well, why is it showing me these candlestick exhaustions? Signs of exhaustion. Why is it showing me this? So now it shows you wicks and indecision candles and all of that. And then it breaks the 786. You better take your buy. If you're a skilled trader, if you've been studying this. And like I said, if not, then you just going to have to wait till the golden zone. All right, guys, please like the video. Please like this video. I'm telling you, I'm giving the game away. I'm showing y'all some stuff today, y'all. Please like the video. Let's get up to 50 likes. Can we get up to 50 likes? Hey, I'm a YouTuber. You know I'm gonna ask for it. So don't act like you brand new. Don't act like you brand new. Hey, hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hey, I'm on YouTube. I'm a YouTuber. Hey, we need likes. We need subscribers to keep going. If we don't get that, it ain't happening. We work so hard on these YouTube videos, and we work so hard at helping you guys. We just want to feel appreciated. That's all it is. We want to feel like it's worthwhile, because exhausting this energy and putting off this energy to y'all. I'm giving you great energy. It takes a lot from you. And so you just want the people to appreciate and give you some of the energy back. You know what I'm saying? And I get energy back from y'all through appreciation. You know, that's by sharing. If I see that y'all tagged me on social media, Jay dropped some gems and you tagged me on social media, that's appreciation. And that gives me energy to come back on Thursday. And then it gives me energy to come back on Tuesday. But nobody wants to keep doing things and they're not appreciated. You feel me? So that's all it is. So that's why, you know what I'm saying, we be asking, hey, thumbs up the video, subscribe if you haven't, you feel me? Hey, share this video on social media with 2 friends or somebody, just share it, you feel me? I want to grow, and I feel like I got the knowledge, I definitely got the passion, but I feel like I got the knowledge, the wisdom to help massive amounts of people. So that's what it is. Shout out to Lion Nation. Thank you, my brother. All the appreciation that you're doing, hey, I appreciate it, bro. All appreciation and love you showing, I appreciate it, bro, for real. Zion, everything, all y'all. Zion, a real one. Zion been around for day one. Shout out to him. All right, look, y'all. So check this out. So you want to be conservative in the entry. So that's why I marked up the Fibonacci from this low point to this high point. It was the previous leg. All right. Now let me just cover one last thing, and then we got to move on. I did not put the Fibonacci I did not start it from the high point to the low point. All right. I did not do that. Why would I do that when I'm trying to catch a buy? I'm trying to catch a buy. The 786 is too high. Bars. If you're trying to catch a buy, the 786 can't be high. All right. So you got to turn that Fibonacci around right there. And now you got to understand the 786 is the last line of defense. So that means that it can, you know what I'm saying? It's basically just the last portion where you're going to be able to, it could be a sale. It could be a sale, but as soon as you kick you out those indecision candles and break above here, I'm going to take me a buy. Now let me tell you why I keep winning. When most people lose, I win trades. It's because I don't stay in them too long. So I catch my move. I'll wait right here for my move. Bam. It comes up here. Guess where I'm going to get out at? Right at the golden zone. I'm going to ride that thing up to the golden zone. And guess what? I'm out of there. I done made my money. I'm gone. I'm gone. And so sometimes they can just fake out and drop back down. It ain't guaranteed that it's going to bust through and keep going. Well, guess what? I knew to take profit at the golden zone. And if it happens to reverse, guess what? I'm out of there. Now, what you could do is move up the stop loss to break even, take partials, so you got some money. And if it ends up dropping, you get stopped out in profit. You could do it like that. But I don't really care to do that. I want all my money and I'm gone. And then if it keeps on going, right? If it keeps on going and break the golden zone and retest, then I can potentially get in again if I'm aware of it. So that's what's up. All right. All right, so let me know, Zion, let me know if you caught that. My YouTube is acting up. Let me know if you caught that, bro. Because you was wondering why I didn't go the other way or the red candles. Let me know if you fully got that part. Yes, sir. I understand perfectly now. Absolutely. Shout out to Zion. Thank you, bro. I think we have a same situation happening on GJ right now. Just how you got the fib now on GU. All right, so let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at it. Jovan said, oh yeah, get into the meat and the potatoes. Yeah, bro, it's soul food over here, bro. It's soul food over here, Brody. All right, so I wanted to tell y'all about the time frames. So what I've stumbled on with time frame trading, it was a YouTube ad. Was it an ad or was it just a video I clicked on or a short? It was something. But the guy said, no, it was a live. It was a live that I stumbled on YouTube. And the dude was talking about how he has his certain time frames that he trade. And he trades gold. He said he trades gold. And he said, I trade the 1 hour or whatever it was. It was like 2 time frames. Those are the time frames that I trade. First of all, I don't agree with that. Well, you can do whatever you want to do. I don't really care. But I think that there's a better way. I think you need to do a full top-down analysis. All right? And y'all know that. Y'all already know that. Especially with gold. Now, one of the breakthroughs that I got when I started thinking about that, and when I went to start back testing on the charts myself later on, I was noticing that the time frame that I like to wait for my break and retest, the chart didn't look right. The structure was messy. Right? You with me? So then I was like, okay. So do I just leave this alone? Because the time frame that I'm looking for this trade setup on is messy? Or do I figure out, according to the current structure of the market, which time frame is best to trade it? Did y'all catch that? And then I started looking at it and I was like, wow, that's powerful. I was like, yeah, that's powerful. That's tapping into greatness right there. That's tapping into greatness right there. So I was like, okay. I went to the 30. It was messy. It was all jumbled up in consolidation. I went to the excuse me. I went to the hour and it wasn't that better either. You know what I'm saying? So then I had to go to the 4 hour, and that's where I saw it to be the clearest. So I was like, if I'm going to trade this pair, I have to wait for the 4 hour setup, because that's where the structure is telling you to do. That's the time frame where the clear structure is. So you can't force your way to your favorite time frame and you muscle through it. You can't do that. That's when you're going to get caught. Don't muscle through it. Don't fight through it. If it's messy, it's messy. Move on to another currency pair. That's why you need about 3. Move on to another currency pair. Or you can still trade that pair. Just figure out which time frame is best to trade that structure that you're currently seeing. And I was like, yo, the people need to hear that. Because it's like, what's the best time frame to trade? Those are algorithm questions. Those are YouTube algorithm questions. The best time to trade forex, the best time frame to scalp, the best time frame to swing trade. Those are algorithm topics. All right. But the real knowledge is, it ain't about all that. It's about trading whatever time frame is showing you the clearest picture. Gold and NASDAQ are always quite messy. Wow. We need to take a look at that. We're going to have to take a look at that. All right, so let me shift over. All right, so I'm currently getting into fundamentals. So the fundamentals that we need to be focused on today, or that I'm focusing on, is this non-farm payroll stuff. Okay? Because I think it's the first Friday of every month, you got non-farm payroll coming out. All right. And I just want to read this off real quick. And it's saying the number of job openings in the U.S. fell by 275,000 to I'm talking, yeah, 275,000 to 7.437 million in June 2025. Below market expectations by 7.55 million. The number of job openings decreased. Okay, so let's just look at that. The number of job openings decreased in accommodation and food services, healthcare and social assistance, and finance and insurance. The number of job openings increased in retail trade. The number of job openings increased in retail trade. Of course, we trying to get that money. You feel me? We trying to get that money. So, of course, that's increasing. And state and local government education. Okay, so that increased. Regarding regional distribution, job openings fell in the Northeast. And they're giving you the number right there. The South, okay, the Midwest. Meanwhile, hires and total separations were little changed at 5.2 million, respectfully within separate. Okay. So we're little changed while layoffs and discharged were unchanged. All right. And then also remember in the news, Trump was getting rid of government officials. Remember that? Do y'all remember that in the news? All right. So I'm looking at this and I'm trying to figure out, this is going to help me make a decision because we're nearing non-farm payroll in August, the first Friday of August. So as I look at the charts right now, is GU setting up to move higher? Because if the jobs are going down and you know what I'm saying, and all of this stuff in the US, then that's going to just automatically make GU go higher. And I don't know how high. Maybe up to these areas right here. You know, I don't know that. All I can look at is price, you know, is the structure. So maybe it might come up somewhere around here. And that'll help me into my buys that I'm thinking about. But let me go over and look at the Dixie. And this is the Dixie. So the Dixie is really high right now. Yep, definitely. But is this going to pull back and drop a little bit? And it may not drop forever. It may just be doing a pullback to go back higher. I don't care about that. Just what's going to happen in the short term. So let's go to the 4-hour chart. So that's what I'm waiting for, because it looked like it's trending. It's about to be starting to trend upwards. But can we get some type of pullback, which is going to make GU go higher? So that's what I'm trying to gauge. And I'm trying to see if I can use fundamental analysis at the right time to help me figure this out. And I'm just so happen doing it live with y'all, so we can kind of gauge this together, because I don't know fundamentals. I'm telling y'all, I've been studying and trying to learn it. All right. So let me go over to the charts, because I want to show y'all what I was talking about. So GU is looking, is this getting ready to pull back? All right. And then if you go over to the Dixie, what I was just explaining was the Dixie is pretty high. Is this gearing up to pull back? Is this gearing up to pull back? And that's what I'm trying to gauge, y'all. I'm not a professional fundamental trader. I'm just a very good technical trader, but I'm trying to learn fundamental analysis. I got the books, I've been studying it, and I'm taking y'all along on the journey. So unfortunately, y'all are going to see some of my flaws in fundamental analysis. So I just want to preface that. But I am trying to learn and telling y'all what I'm thinking, and we can just see and we can get better together at it. Unfortunately, with fundamental analysis, it takes time because you got to wait for the actual news events. You can't just backtest fundamental analysis like that easy, like how you do technical analysis. All right, so that's what I'm thinking about. So we'll see what happens. Let me go back to the news. Let me matter of fact, first let's go here to here. Okay, so I'm pulling out this Fibonacci on the 4-hour chart, and I have to drag it all the way down here. I cannot stop it right here, unfortunately, because I kind of wanted to stop it there and then drag it down and reset it here. But unfortunately I can't, because when I drag it down to here, nothing ever broke the 23.6 on this time frame on the 4-hour chart. Now I probably did it on another time frame, but I'm basing this off the 4-hour chart. So nothing ever broke the 23.6. So that means that price kept dropping, so you have to continue dropping the Fibonacci as well. So maybe price is going to break the 23.6 now. Maybe that's what we might get in the next this week. Maybe price might break the 23.6. If price break the 23.6, then this golden zone is activated. And when I drag that back, that's definitely around structure. The structure I'm referring to is this structure right here, these candles. So that's the main thing I'm trying to see. Is GU going to break that 23.6? Because if GU break this 23.6, it's definitely going to the 38.2. It's definitely going to the 38.2. And that's going to be 42 pips. I don't know about the golden zone, but it will be activated for whenever it gets up there. But definitely is going to the 38.2, which is this white line right here. So we shall see. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep an eye out on GU and Dixie together. I want to keep an eye out on both of those. I want to kind of see what the structure is doing on this pair as well. All right, so let me go back to the news. And check this out. It says basically I'll summarize this. I ain't gonna read this whole thing to y'all to bore y'all, but basically the US is trying to sell the chips to China. They don't want China creating their own NVIDIA chips. The US wants to stay in control and ahead of the tech curve. In this regard, they don't want China developing their own chip technology. That's basically what that is saying. So, I mean, this is good news for NVIDIA. I mean, if y'all trading stocks and doing in trade, messing around with NVIDIA, I mean, that might be an increase right there. So look out for NVIDIA if y'all into trading stocks and stuff. All right. And then it says the dollar eases ahead of the Fed's decision. The U.S. dollar index dipped around 98.7 on Wednesday, snapping a 4-day winning streak. Okay, blah, blah, blah. The Fed is widely expected to keep interest rates unchanged. That's the important part. The Fed is widely expected to keep interest rates unchanged. See, that's why I gotta keep an eye out on that dollar. You see what I'm saying? Right over here, let me change my screen. You can see the Dixie. So that's why that's important, that I keep an eye out on that. All of this gonna kind of help tie in and help me understand my technical analysis better. That's what I'm hoping as I'm reading these news, getting into this news, these fundamentals. Yeah, so that's pretty much on that. GDP and pending home sales for further clues on the strength of the U.S. economy. On the trade front, U.S. and China talks in Stockholm ended Tuesday without an extension of the current truce. So yeah, we just still struggling with China over there. So yeah, y'all can screenshot that and read that if you want to. Nvidia, I think, has been on an upward climb since April. So like if it pulls back or something like that, or some type of, you could find some type of dip through technical analysis, I mean, maybe it might be worth getting into a dip. You feel me? Like, I don't trade it, but I'm just pointing that out there. I'm doing all things fun. I'm learning all things fundamentals. Like, I'm just really just trying to just push myself into fundamentals, man, just so I can just be a better trader. Zion, hey, shout out to Zion for joining the Discord, bro. I know I do these lives and everything, and I'm kind of jumping around on different topics and stuff. I'm trying to help the masses, you feel me? But the lessons that I have on my Discord on Sundays at 6 o'clock, that's what you need. That's what you want to need to master these charts, bro. To master trading, the discipline that you need. I go all the way in. All right. So now let's head back over to the charts right quick. All right, so this is GJ on the 4-hour chart. This is pretty messy. This is pretty messy. But this has been on an upward trajectory for sure. Let me see. Let me know if y'all can see my charts here. Y'all can't see my charts. There it is. All right, so here it is. Here's GJ. All right. So, yeah, GJ is pulling back, but it's pulling back to the 50. And this is on the daily chart. This is on the daily chart. So it might pull back to the 50 and bounce again. You never know. So we gotta do trend line. Hey, didn't somebody say they need help with trend lines? Oh snap! I almost forgot about that. Somebody earlier said they need help with trend lines. Are you still on? Somebody said they needed help with trend. Okay, so Forex Mafia said he need help with trend lines. All right, so let me do that right quick. So look at that. That's pretty easy. So let's go to like an hour chart. Okay, so this is a good thing to put a trend line on when you see this type of movement right here. That's actually perfect. So really, you want to connect the points. Okay. So you want to connect the points. Now, here's the thing. If you connect the points from here on the wick and then put it on the body, you don't want to do that. You see how I put it on the wicks over down here at the bottom, but then on this one, I put it on the bodies. You can't do that. You got to put it on. If you put it on the wicks down here, then you got to put it on the wicks up here. You got to keep it consistent. Okay. Now, The thing is, you don't never want your trend line too steep. You want your trend line almost at a 45-degree angle, because the market moves in 45-degree angles almost, pretty much, or close to it. So you want your trend line to be, if your trend line is at a 45-degree angle, that's pretty solid. All right. Now look at this. If you have other spots or current low points, then you want to move the trend line to those current points. All right, you don't feel like you have to stick with the bottom point, because the market is dynamic, so you want to move dynamically with the market. So if the market, you can only put a trend line there when the market makes a higher high. Okay, so look at this. So right here, can I put a trend line here on this wick? I cannot put a trend line here yet, because the market has not made a higher high yet. From this point that I'm circling, the market has not made a higher high yet. It made even highs. It has to make a higher high. So there you go. So now you can do it. So now you can put a trend line there. That's how that works. That's very important that you understand that. All right. So now what ends up happening is the market ends up pulling back and making another higher high, which is right here. So guess what? I'm going to move my trend line and flow with that point now. And you have to figure out, are you going to move your points from the most recent points? Because you don't necessarily have to keep it at the first point. You can do the most recent points. Or you can keep it at the first point if it makes sense to do it. You just got to look at the structure. These 2 points were together on the same line, but these 2 points right here are together. So I'm a X out these points and roll with these. Do that make sense? Hey Jay, how you going to master fundamentals? Mike Trade says. Mafia, let me know if that's making sense with the trend line so far. You got to figure out what points are you going to choose. And that's what I'm trying to show you. Let me know if that makes sense. Mike Trade said, hey Jay, how are you going to master fundamentals? I'm mastering fundamentals by this book that I have. And as I read about CPI and GDP and BOJ and the BOE, and when I do all of that and the PMI reports and the understanding interest rates, just understanding that type of stuff, non-farm payrolls better, that book is teaching me that. But that's, you know how it is, that's the book stuff. You gotta kind of get your hands dirty and start seeing like, okay, that was the book, but it's like a little bit deeper than that. It's levels to it. And the only way I'm going to find that out is by just paying attention to the current news and looking at the market and putting them together, coupled together with what I was learning. And then it might be some stuff in that book that I end up not even using, because as I applied myself, I learned that it wasn't necessary. So that's how I'm and unfortunately, it's going to take a long time, because fundamental analysis, you kind of got to live test it. So And yeah, I'm still doing futures too. I'm still in the process of back testing that for myself. So I need the rest of this year to finish back testing futures and putting my methods to it to make sure they hold up and they're good. So next year I can start off doing the futures. All right, so that's the trend line, right? You don't want it. You're gonna have to rewind this video, but you don't want the like I said, you don't want them too steep. All right. And it's basically how they say 1, 2. If you got two spots, then you can go on through. 1, 2, go on through. Now, when it comes to entries, you can take it as it's breaking out, but you want to scalp that, because I want to say about 70% of the time a retest is coming. So I don't want you to take it right out the gate as it's breaking through the trend line just to end up seeing price come back. You know what I'm saying? You could have just took your money. You could have just known that already. So if you take the breakout as it's pushing through the trend line, just catch some pips and close it, because a retest might come. And then when the retest come, you can get in on that. All right. So look at this. This is too steep. Don't do these trend lines like this. That's no good. Now you can go to the 30-minute. Let's see what the 30-minute look like. The 30-minute got me going. See, the 30-minute pushes me out a little further, but it's too steep. It's too steep of a move. I can't do that. You like right trying to connect these 2 points right here is, I'm telling you, you don't want to do that. These 2 points, it's too steep. It just shoots straight up. So you better off holding off on that. Then later on, you see this move comes back. That's the one you was looking for. So you just got to be patient. If they're too steep, just be a little bit more patient. Now that's the point you're looking for. That's the one that you won on. But look, I got whole full classes on trend lines in the Discord. So if you know what I'm saying, if you want everything there is about it, just head on over there to the Discord and it's all there. And like I told Zion, man, you could do one-on-one with me on Sunday if you need that too. Let's see what we got going on here. All right, let's check the chat out, y'all. Look at PFE. That looks like major support is $24 to $23.90. That could move up now with earnings next week. So look at PFE. So all right, let's see. All right, PFE. That's Pfizer futures. Let's see. Hey, for some reason, hold on, let me share my chart with y'all. Why do my chart look like this? I'm looking at PFE, and this is what it looks like. I can't even see the I can't even see the candles. Am I looking up the right symbol? PFE. All right, so check this out. Maybe this one is better. The NYSE. Is that what you want to see right there? $24.30. Yeah, so okay, so this is the one. The NYSE. So all right. Man, that's the only thing I hate about is these gaps. I hate trading stuff like that because, like, in forex, like, I hate that. But I guess in futures, I would have to get used to it, right? But I hate seeing those gaps. All right, so let's go up here. All right, so price respected this golden zone. All right, so we're gonna move that over to here. Price end up shooting up. It held at the 38.2. So we're gonna move this golden zone right here. And by the way, that's how I'm gonna trade futures. I'm gonna use this Fibonacci tool to the end of time, because I've noticed that these futures work really good with Fibonacci. So we right back at the golden zone. So this pullback held, shot straight up. Now we back down here, and it's wicking out right now. And that's the daily chart. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep that golden zone sitting right there. So when I come back on Thursday at 10 o'clock, I'm gonna be back here on Thursday. I'm gonna see what happened. And that's how I'm studying futures all this year, because I mark it up and I just see what it does and see if my analysis is right. All right, so yeah, so we'll see what it does. All right, let's see any other questions. Check this drop forming on NJ. So somebody talking about NJ. I haven't seen an NJ in I don't know how long. NZDJPY forex. All right, let's look at NZDJPY. He said check this drop forming on NJ. Okay. So are you already into this drop already? All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put up a trend line right here. And I'm gonna mark up this channel. And I'm gonna see how price continues to bounce through that channel. That's a pretty steep channel, but we'll see. Also, what you can do is you can pull up this pitchfork. Hold on, I put it on the wrong way. So you got this pitchfork with the channels. And I love this tool. So respect here, finally broke this green into the green channel. It's gonna want to go to the middle. It broke through the middle, retested that one, went to the next channel, retested this one, went to the next channel. And now it's just bouncing inside of this channel. So maybe we'll see what it does here. See what I'm saying? So it might come down to this channel, to the little green spot right here, and then it might bounce up. But it depending on how strong the trend is, it might only bounce halfway through this channel. So you got to mark that up too. So it could go, it could finish, go ahead and tap here, and then come right back up to this middle channel, to the middle of the channel. So the main thing, so if you're not already in this trade and you wanna like find your spots to get in, the first spot I would look at is when price get here. So you wanna start looking for candlestick, wick exhaustion, stuff like that. And once you see that, then you know you could pull out a Fibonacci. You could do whatever you got to do to get in, however you get into your trades, and then take your entry. And then I would be going to this part of the channel first, because you can see how price has been respecting the middle part of this channel. If it break this one, then it's probably going to go back up here. All right. So drop some hearts on that. Drop some likes on that right there. Show some love for the pitchfork, y'all. The pitchfork show you where price is going and where it's been. All right, y'all. It's 12 o'clock. I got to get out of here. I got to start getting ready to send these trades out to the team. Hey, Zion, I'll see you in a second. I'm about to go mark up these charts. I get them posted up in the trade setups. Hey, I love y'all. Thank y'all for this time, man. I enjoy hanging with y'all. You feel me? Everybody sleep in the house. I'm woke. What better time to spend it with y'all? That's how I feel. So, hey, share this live. Hey, share it. Y'all be on Facebook. You scrolling on Facebook. You got an account. Just hit the share button and be like, yo, check this live out. Y'all gonna find some great gems and how to make money through trading. You know, share it for me, y'all. Hey, don't forget to like this video, comment, and subscribe. And let's make this money, baby. Peace.
Pay my bills.